Hello and welcome to Neighborhood Update. It's been a great summer in the city of New Bedford, and we do live in New England and everything is for but a season. I'm reminded of that when I'm driving down Rockdale Avenue and I see the many cars parked out on the street by the park. It reminds me of back to school and also football season. We have two semi-professional teams in the city of New Bedford, the Bay Sox, who just finished their season, and the Clippers, which is a semi-professional football team. Today, we are going to have a conversation with representatives of the Clippers organization. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce my guest today. With me is Joshua Nagia. Hi,
Hello.
Joshua. Welcome to Neighborhood Update.
Thank you, Bevan.
And also Laurencio Dorsey. Hi, Lawrence. Welcome to Neighborhood Update. Before we begin our discussion, I'd like to know what is your role that each of you have with the organization. I'll begin with you, Joshua. You have your football jersey on, so
Yes.
you're a player
Yes,
with
I
the
am.
organization. And what position do you play?
I play center and left tackle.
Center and left tackle. And you have a very different role. Laurencio, may I call you Lawrence?
Yes.
Lawrence, what is your role with the team?
I am the assistant general manager, and I also handle sponsorship sales, promotions, and advertising.
Okay, so and which is why you're here today. Part of that is to promote the organization and to let the community of New Bedford know that you're here and support the team,
Yes.
come out to the games. We'll get into a little more of that. First, I'd like to get into the history of the organization. I know that the owner-manager, who was supposed to be here today, Mike Arguin,
Yep.
could not be here today, but with the magic of television, Mike will make an appearance today. Well, one thing we know about New England loves football. This is Patriot territory, and football is a sport that we all love. The Clippers have had a presence in New Bedford since 2004?
2004. Yep.
Okay, so you've been here for a little while. And in doing my research, I've noticed that you've also won a couple of championships under your belt. Josh, do you want to talk about that, the two championships that the team won?
Yes, we won back-to-back championships, both in 2006 and 2007.
Were you a part of the team
I was
at
not.
the time? Okay.
We were in Double A. We're in Triple A now. We won the Double A championships. Back-to-back
Okay.
years.
So within your division,
Yes.
or within your league, there are three classes.
Yes.
Are there not?
Yes.
A, Double A, and Triple A?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So you were in Double A, and now you're in Triple A.
Yes.
And why is that? Did your roster change of players?
Last year, we believed with the roster that we had, we could compete in AAA. We do have a great group of guys, a lot of talent on the team, so we still feel that we can compete at that level if we get all of our guys here together and try to compete as one.
And in sports, you always have to be concerned with injuries. That can always set you back. You want all your players to be healthy. And I should note that the ages of your players range from 18 to...
I think we're
45.
41.
Wow, that's impressive.
45,
Yeah.
Billy Brown.
Wow, that's
He's one of the
that's a
original.
little scary. You're midway through the season, and you started out really strong with a 25-0 win. Then you experienced the team somewhat of a losing streak. However, the encouraging news is that you're midway through the season. You have 5 games left. 4 of the 5 are home games. So you will be playing in your hometown with fans from New Bedford, and hopefully the support of the community coming out will lead the team to a victory.
Yes.
Is that what you're hoping for?
Yes, we're just trying to get just as many people to the home games as possible. Just stand behind us and hopefully we can come out of the next 4-game homestand with 4 wins. We have a big game coming up on Saturday. The team we beat 25-0, they're coming to our house
You're
now.
playing,
So
oh, okay.
it's going to be, they're going to be looking for redemption. So we
Absolutely.
definitely need to step it up.
Absolutely. So are all your players healthy? Do you have your regular starting lineup?
Starting quarterback Tommy Pereira has been battling hamstring issues throughout the season, but he's ready to go. He played with me at UMass Dartmouth, so.
Okay. And let's talk a little bit, Joshua, about your background. You played for New Bedford High School.
Yes.
And then you went on and played for UMass Dartmouth?
Yes, for 2 years.
Okay. And so how did you come to try out for the Clippers? The opportunity was there and you loved the game?
Yeah, I mean, after I stopped playing with UMass Dartmouth, I mean, I just still wanted to play football. I love the game. I've been playing it forever. So I had a friend on the team, Eric Shepard, at the time. He's been with the Clippers since the beginning. He just stopped this year, but he told me to come along and play. Gave it a shot, and I'm stuck.
And, you know, the reality, too, is it keeps you in shape.
Yes.
As you know, many athletes, once you stop playing the sport and you don't have the discipline and the workout regime that you once had, your body goes through changes.
Yes.
So it does allow you to stay in shape longer. Lawrence, I want to switch over to you in your role as marketing, promotional, the various things that you do for the team.
Yeah.
What are some of the ways, aside from coming on the show today, that the Clippers will have a presence in the community? What ways or what help do you need from the community to help support the efforts of this team?
Well, we're always looking for support from the community to come on out to the games and participate. That's number one. Fan following, you know, we appreciate our fans and we need everyone out there to come out, support the team, support their city. The Clippers have been a part of a whole bunch of community development programs, parades. We did the Cape Verdean parade and the parade for the Portuguese feast. We're also a part of a National Night Out where we had a football toss for the kids. Every kid that got the football through the toss won a free cookie. We also did Operation Clean Sweep with the mayor and a lot of other people cleaning up Hayden McFadden School. Yeah.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah. We were there in the rain, picking up trash, sweeping up the area.
And I know that you are a 501(c)(3), you're a non-profit organization.
Our paperwork has been put in. It should be finalized by the end of this year.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're almost a
Almost,
501(c)(3), but you are an all-volunteer organization.
Yes.
So even when you have games, you need volunteers to help in a variety of ways. If you're watching today and if you need to do community service or you just want to find a great project to volunteer with, the Clippers is an organization that is in need of volunteers. You have a webpage. Lawrence,
Yeah.
would you tell the audience today how they could find your website?
You can go online, www.whalingcityclippers.com, and on top there's a little clip for volunteers, and all the contact information is there.
And it's a great webpage. There's a lot of information out there. Most of the information that we will be discussing today is on the webpage. And I also want to note, because I think it's worthy of mentioning, that the Clippers team and some of the players have won awards. In 2007, Defensive MVP to Will Ford. 2007, Offensive MVP, Sharik Mendes. That's a name that many of us know. He was a standout football player for New Bedford High School. 2007, Coaching Staff of the Year award, and 2005, Jason Figueroa and Will Ford Players of the Week. So you've been around for about 8 years, and you've had quite a bit of accomplishments in a short period of time, and we hope that there'll be more to come. Are you always recruiting new players? And if somebody wants to play, what are the requirements to become a player on the Clippers team?
Josh?
As far as requirements, we do have to pay for our own equipment. There is league dues that we have to pay, also team dues. They usually range around $125 to play. The equipment is a little expensive to pay for, but it is worth it. You get to use it, keep it, it's your own to keep. So we are looking for players up to week 5. We actually just passed that. So, I mean, we're still looking for guys. If you guys want to come up to practice with us, just start learning the system for next year.
And speaking of that, where do you practice and when do you practice?
We practice usually Mondays and Wednesdays at Bonewood Park, right on Rockdale Ave, from 6 to 8 o'clock.
So you're out there along with Pop Warner,
Yes.
which is out there now too. And the public can watch the practices?
Yes.
Okay, that's great.
It's also important to mention that even though they have to pay for their own equipment, we also reach out to sponsors, any local community groups, businesses that are interested in sponsoring the team. We take sponsorship, and that goes towards the players to help them with their dues and all the field bills and everything else.
And I would imagine that during the game, their banners. What do you want to note? Some of the advantages of being a sponsor?
And we offer, all kinds of packages. We like to customize it for each sponsor individually to see, what they want to offer and what we can offer them. We, offer anything from ads in our program books to banners at the games, even names on the jerseys, company names and stuff like that. We also, work with them by setting up community projects, charities, fundraisers, and anything that, works with the community. We like to be as much involved in the community as possible. It's a community team, and we're part of the community, and we want our community to support us, so we support them.
And in saying that, is there a mission for the team? Many of your teams, as you said, the players range from 18 to 45. Some of them are not looking for anything beyond playing on the team. So what is the purpose of the team?
Well, the overall purpose of any football team is always to win. Second, is to build fan following, and third is we're a community team. We're a nonprofit. We're supported by our community, and like I said, we want to support our community. So we want to be out there, letting our community know that we're here. We're a part of the community, and if we can do anything to help, we're there for them.
I think that's great, and also to mention that we have 2 semi-professional teams. We have the Bay Sox, and we have the Clippers, and it's so important, and I don't think that people, Lawrence, often realize the significance of having these 2 teams in our city. The good family entertainment that it provides.
Wholesome family fun.
Wholesome family fun. And the reality is that if our community doesn't come out and support these teams, another city will benefit from that.
Yeah.
So in saying that, we want to make sure that the remaining home games that the Clippers team has, that all of you that are watching today will come out, bring your grandchildren, bring your children, and just enjoy what a favorite American pastime, the game of football. Also, Lawrence, I know that the team is looking to get involved in more projects. I know recently you just were involved in National Night Out. You had a table there, football tossing, and that too is a great family event. And I know that you're looking to do more in the community. So again, if you have a project, something that you think would be perfect for the Clippers organization, should they contact you, Lawrence, with any programs
Absolutely.
or projects?
They can contact us through the website. You can contact me directly or our general manager, Mike Arduin, whose all contact information is on the website, www.whalingcityclippers.com. We could also be contacted through the Facebook page, which is Whaling City Clippers Football on Facebook. And anyone that has a project or something that they think would be good, always open to suggestions, bring it to us, and we'll be happy to work with you as best we can.
And can we also follow you on Twitter? I am up on social
Yes.
media.
We are on Twitter.
Okay, excellent. That's excellent. And speaking of National Night Out, we're going to show a little footage of the owner of the Clippers team, Mike Ogwin.
Hello, my name is Mike Ogwin. I'm the general manager of the Welling City Clippers here supporting National Night Out in New Bedford. The Welling City Clippers is the city's only semi-professional football team. We've been playing in New Bedford since 2005, beginning our 8th season of semi-pro football play. Semi-pro football is 18 and up, men's adult full contact football. The players are all volunteers. They pay to play. They have to provide their own equipment, and they're all working men and young men. And we have our first home game this Saturday, August 11th. At 6:30 p.m. at Paul Walsh Field. We play all of our home games at Paul Walsh Field. We play a 10-game schedule. We've got 3 games under our belt already with 7 games to go, so we'll have 5 of those at Paul Walsh Field over the course of the summer. Our second game should be on August 25th at home. Our next game will be September 9th, September 15th, and September 29th. We'd love to see as many people from New Bedford as we can. And each night we're recognizing a special group. The first game we're recognizing U.S. veterans and armed services. All veterans get in free to all Clippers home games. Children under 12 always get in free to home games. Other benefit nights will be for cancer awareness and breast cancer, for health and family fitness and nutrition. And we'll also be doing middle school and school students and a Pop Warner night. The Welling City Clippers are an all-volunteer organization, and it takes many volunteers to make the team run, not only off the field but on the field. Game days, we're always looking for volunteers. We have a limited window of opportunity to get players on board as well. We can take players up until our just before our 5th home game. So if anybody out there 18 or over played football before and misses the game and wants to come back and play, look us up on our website, wellingcityclippers.com, and fill out a player inquiry form, and we'll get back to you with a practice schedule and requirements for the play. And as volunteers, we also have a volunteer inquiry form. If you want to volunteer to help with concessions, ticket taking, being on the field and doing the chains and down and distance markers, student volunteers, photographers, videographers to help us take pictures and promote the team, and video the games and promote the team. Basically hiring for all positions, all volunteers. You get community service hours. We're a nonprofit organization, and sponsors and donors help run the team, and volunteers help make it work.
What are some of the things that the community should know about your team? I just clearly by accident today discovered that I have your team colors on, navy blue, white, and I believe silver. Well, I do have silver earrings on. So we know your team colors. Is there anything else that we should know about the team? Is there any ritual that the team does before games, or?
Not necessarily rituals. We're all comprised of athletes from around here, both Dartmouth, New Bedford, Fairhaven. So,
well, that's an important thing to note. I did look at the roster, and you are right. Most of the players predominantly come from New Bedford and the surrounding towns. That's a plus for the area because they're players that most of us know or have known their history through high school sports or college sports.
Out of the 40 teams in the New England Football League, we are the one team that represents the south coast of Massachusetts. Our region is all the way from Wareham to the Massachusetts-Rhode Island line. We are the Welling City Clippers, and we are based out of New Bedford. We love New Bedford. This is our home. But we do represent the entire south coast of New England, of Massachusetts, and our players are mainly from here, but anyone from surrounding areas that want to come out and try are more than welcome.
I think that's great, and maybe we can take the tape of the show and send it to some of our other partners, some of the other cable stations in the South Coast area to get more folks from the South Coast area to come to your games. I think that's an important point, Lawrence, that you raise. What does the future look like for the Clippers? We talked earlier about that you had a couple of championships, and teams are always changing, evolving. Do you have any new recruits that you're working on? Any changes in the horizon?
Well, we'll like to save those for surprises for next year.
Okay. Okay. So in saying that, though, I get the feeling
I have
that
big plans for next year.
okay. So I
trust
get the
me.
feeling that the future for the Clippers is bright.
Yes.
The Clippers will be part of New Bedford landscape for a long time.
Well, that's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear. I know that part of your reason for being here today is not only to appeal to the citizens and to get more folks to come out to your games and support the team, but also you're looking for support and sponsorships as well. So we can't state that enough. If you want to sponsor the team, please contact Lawrence, Dorsey, visit their webpage as well. Is there anything else that we haven't covered today that you'd like to mention about the team?
Well, our next game is Saturday. It's going to be 6:30. It's going to be Pop Warner night. All Pop Warner teams are welcome. Wear your gear and you get in for free.
Oh, that's great.
All kids get in free automatically. All veterans get in free. $5 at the gate, $3 for our seniors.
Well, that brings your point home right there, Lawrence, when you say that the Clippers is a community team. You give a lot. You just said children get in for free, veterans get in for free. So if you are a family and you have a lot of children, there's no excuse for not going to the games because you can afford to take your family there. So that shows that the team is committed to the community because you're really, it's not about money. It's really not about money. It's really about providing.
About smiles on the community's face. That's what we want. We want to see everyone out there happy, having a good time. Come out, eat a hot dog, watch the game, and enjoy yourself. And that's what all these guys really want. I mean, they want to play football, but they want to make the fans happy. It's all about making the public happy.
Mm-hmm. And your games, all of your games are on Saturdays?
Yes.
Yes. We may have a few games that move to Sunday.
Oh, that's not good.
Just
You're moving into Patriot territory.
But it hasn't been finalized yet. We're just trying to stay away from the Triple E thing that's going on right now. So we're trying to get the games away from the evening. So we may have to move them.
Well,
so.
that's important too.
Make sure anyone knows that when they come out to the game, we have bug spray available at the gates, just in case anyone's concerned, parents or, we provide tons of bug spray, for upcoming game that's coming up.
Okay. Also, is there anything, we're just about out of time, is there anything else that you want to put a plug in there for? Just come out to the game, support the team.
Thank you to the sponsors that we do have that come out to us recently. Carter's Clothing downtown, Dublin's, Echo Lodge. Who else? We had a couple more, didn't we?
Yes. I know Domino's has been good to
Domino's,
us. Donating
of course.
pizzas. And
Yeah. Anyone that I've missed, I'm sorry. We'll definitely be plugging you on the next show.
And we want that list to grow. We want that list to
Absolutely.
grow so you can show your support and you can keep the Clippers around for a long time by supporting the team, either through attending a game or through your sponsorship. Lawrence and Joshua, thank you so much for stopping in today. I
Thank you.
certainly will be at some of the games cheering you on.
Thank
And we
Can't
want
wait
to
to
see
see
more
that.
championships.
yes, we do.
And I know that will happen. So I wish the team well and just hope that all the players stay healthy. Thank you for stopping in on Neighborhood Update. And Lawrence, please don't be a stranger.
Thanks.
With all the new changes that seem to be on the horizon, know that you can stop in here and let us know about them.
Thank you very much.
So thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for watching today, our show on the Clippers. Go Clippers. Look forward to seeing you at some of the games. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
As a football player, I was used to getting knocked down, but I always bounced back. Then an infected mosquito bit me, and I almost died. Mosquitoes can carry serious viruses like Triple E and West Nile virus. So protect yourself and the people you care about. Use mosquito repellent with DEET. Limit being out from dusk to dawn. Wear more protective clothing. Keep your screens in good shape, and get rid of standing water around your house. These simple steps can help prevent mosquito bites and keep you healthy this summer.
This color really looks great on you.
Oh my gosh, guys, I totally forgot to tell you. I broke up with Jeff.
No way. Why?
Because I was at his house the other day and he totally threw his water bottle in his paper recycling bin.
Ugh, ew. That's so gross.
I know, right? And I've told him a million times. It's so easy. It's just cardboard and paper in one and plastic, cans, metal, glass, and bottles in the other. But he just wouldn't listen, so I had to kick him to the curb.
You go, girl.
Call Marissa at 508-979-1493 to request your free recycling bins. This message was brought to you by the City of New Bedford and UMass Dartmouth Charlton School of Business.
Bullying is repeated, intentionally aggressive behavior that involves an imbalance of power.
Bullying can be direct, such as taunting, teasing, or saying racial slurs.
Or it can be indirect, like spreading rumors, deliberately excluding someone from a group, or insulting them by text or email. It's important to tell someone like your parents or teacher if you're being bullied, because bullying affects everybody.
Don't get discouraged if you have already talked to someone and nothing happened. Keep trying. Talk to other adults so you can get more people involved in trying to stop the situation.
If you feel it is none of your business, try putting yourself in your victim's shoes. Bullying can cause anxious, depression, anger, and frustration, and can turn the person's life into a nightmare.
You wouldn't want to feel that way, would you?
If you see bullying but don't know what to do or don't feel safe stepping in, there are things you can still do to help. For example, you can call that person being bullied at home to encourage them to give advice.
Or help the person being bullied get away from the situation. Don't combat violence with violence.
For more information on what you can do to stop bullying, go to www.stopbullying.gov. Take a stand, lend a hand, stop bullying now.
This public service announcement was brought to you by the Butterfly Project, a City of New Bedford's Invest in Kids program, the Women's Fund, and the Community Foundation of Southeastern Massachusetts.
So, you're looking for help with your mortgage. Worried about foreclosure? Messy stuff. We're a mortgage rescue company. We can help you keep your house. All we ask for in return is that you submit to our plans for galactic domination. We're not so different, you and I. Sign.
Yeah, this is not what we...
Have you met my henchman, Radu?
Nice to meet you.
Radu.
We'll see you later.
If you're facing foreclosure, make sure you're talking to the right people. Speak with HUD-approved housing counselors free of charge at 888-995-HOPE.